Okay, story time. If you're moving to the UK this September, please stop packing for just 2 minutes and watch this video first. Everyone tells you what jackets to bring, how much Maggie to pack, or how expensive London is. But nobody tells you what happens the moment you actually land. Trust me, that first hour in the UK can either be really smooth or unbelievably stressful. When I moved from India to the UK, I landed at Heathrow, okay? After a long flight of 11 hours from Delhi, I was extremely exhausted, running on barely any sleep, dragging two oversized suitcases, and trying to remember where I'd keep all my important documents. And then, after immigration and baggage, the first thing I wanted to do was text my parents to say I've landed safely. That's literally every Indian parent's first question. But when I unlocked my phone, nothing. My Indian SIM had completely stopped working. There was no signal, no internet. I remember starting in the arrival hall of the airport and I opened Google Maps and it wouldn't load at all. I couldn't check my accommodation details, I couldn't message my parents, and I couldn't even book my transport till my accommodation. Looking back now, it sounds very funny, but in that moment, I genuinely felt stranded. You are in a new country alone, you don't know anyone, and suddenly something as basic as mobile data becomes a huge problem. The advice everyone gave me before I was coming here was don't worry, just buy a SIM card when you land. But believe me, it's not that simple. You have just traveled and you are jet lagged, you are carrying your entire life in two heavy suitcases, and you are expected to find a phone shop, stand in another queue, compare different plans, show your passport, activate an over expensive SIM card at the airport, and somehow understand UK mobile networks before you have even figured out how to get your accommodation. So I actually spent almost 2 hours sorting all of this out on my first day. And those were the very crucial 2 hours I really didn't have. Before we continue, I want to be completely transparent. This video is sponsored by Sim Local. I always tell you whenever a video is sponsored because I think that's only fair. But I also don't promote things I wouldn't generally recommend. I agreed to this collaboration because if this had existed when I moved and I knew about it, it would have saved me so much time on my first day and it would have made my journey so much easier. The biggest difference is that you don't have to wait until you land to sort your phone connection anymore. You can actually set everything up before you even leave India. That's what an eSIM does. It's basically a digital SIM card that's already built into your phone. You don't have to remove your existing SIM. So, for all the iPhone users, you can still continue your Indian SIM. You don't need one of those tiny SIM injectors as well. Simply choose your plan online, receive a QR code by email, and scan it while you are still connected to a Wi Fi at home. One thing that confused me at first, and I think it's worth explaining because a lot of people mix this up, it's that scanning the QR code and activating the plan are actually two very different things. You can scan the QR code from your bedroom in India before you even fly while you are still on your home Wi Fi. The plan sits there ready to go. It only activates once you land in the UK and connect to a supported UK network. So you're not wasting even a days of a plan while you're still traveling. Activation takes just a few minutes once you arrive. The reason I think this is especially useful for students is because your phone becomes your entire survival guide. Works with the UK's leading networks like EE3 and Leica Mobile, so you're using established UK mobile networks instead of relying on expensive international roaming. And at the same prices you would find in store, all three give you fast, reliable calls and text the moment you land. So calling home or texting a friend works exactly like it would at any normal UK number, not just data. Personally, whenever I ask students which network they recommend, EE came up again and again. Whether you're moving to Reading like I did, Manchester, Birmingham, Edinburgh, or somewhere else, having reliable coverage makes a huge difference. Another thing I would like to point out is that the plans are flexible. As students, our situations change all the time. Some people are here for one semester, some are here for a master's degree, some only for exchange programs. These are pay as you go plans, so you're not tied into long contracts or credit checks, and most run on a 30-day rolling basis. So there's no long term commitment. Hotspot is also included, which honestly becomes really useful when your university accommodations Wi Fi decides to stop working right before an assignment or deadline. Some of the plans are data only, which means they don't automatically come with a UK phone number. For most students, that probably isn't a big issue because you'll be calling friends and family through WhatsApp or FaceTime. But I would recommend to go with a normal plan because you will need a UK phone number for registering for banking or GP registration. Just check the specific plan before buying so you could choose the one that suits your need. If you've used 3 UK eSIM before and loved it, there's also a neat option most people don't know about. You can contact 3 directly and switch your monthly plan to keep a existing number, which is genuinely useful. If you're coming to the UK for a shorter stay or an exchange semester, a language course, or a volunteer program, there's also 3-month plan with EE and 3 UK built specifically for that. So you're not paying for coverage, and if anything goes wrong, your trip gets cancelled, your phone turns out incompatible, or just change your mind, Sim Local offers a no question asked refund. So there's genuinely no risk in sorting this before you fly. If you ever need help after landing, Sim Local also has in-person support at some UK airports, which can be reassuring if it's your first time traveling internationally. While we are already talking about arriving in the UK, let me also give you 3 quick tips that have nothing to do with this sponsorship but would have saved me a lot of stress. First, please download Google Maps before you leave India. Second, keep screenshots of your accommodation address, university address, and important booking information and confirmations. And third, please carry a bit of UK cash, around 20 to 30 pounds, because you never know when you might need it during your first day. If I could go back and redo my move to the UK, here's exactly what I'd do. About a week before my flight, I'd buy the eSIM online through SIM Local, scan the QR code while I'm still connected to Wi Fi at home, keep everything ready, and then the moment my plane lands in London, I'd activate it before I even walk towards immigration. It honestly would have saved me so much unnecessary stress and stress to my parents as well. If you're planning your own move to the UK this year, I have left the Sim Locals link in the description below, along with my discount code Dipali if you'd like to save a little money. And if you've already moved abroad, tell me in the comments, what's the one thing nobody warned you before making a move? For me, it was definitely being stranded in Heathrow's airport, waving my phone around, desperately searching for one tiny bar of signal. I'd genuinely love to hear your stories because I know every international student has at least one. Until then, good luck with your move, travel safely, and I'll see you in the next video.